Hey y'all, we're gonna get into this last episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 11, Episode 6, titled Brokedown Palace. Now let's just get right into it for real. It starts with Scrappy is on the phone with Mama D, and she's asking him how he's feeling. He's like he has a lot of anxiety, and Mama D tells him that he'll be okay, but this isn't the first divorce to ever happen, and it won't be the last. In his confessional, Scrappy says that he just came back from seeing his lawyer, and he's not feeling too good about what it is that they discussed. And he explains that this is the part of the divorce where they have mediations, and he doesn't like going to court anyway, but that Bam is going to be against him, so no matter what, he's nervous. And then Mama D tells him that she wants him to just get himself together, and even though she doesn't like all the things that he does, she's still his mom. And then in his confessional, Scrappy says that his mom has a lot of flaws like everybody else, but sometimes she does say the right thing. And then they show Bambi on the phone with Erica Mena and telling her that she had just left her lawyer's office. In her confessional, Bam says that she just had her mediation prep meeting with her lawyer, and she's just really feeling like ready to get all this shit over with. And she's also starting to feel the reality of that she's really like getting a divorce for real. Erica Mena tells Bambi that she's not sure if it's a good time for her, but she tells her how she and Scrappy got into it in Texas, and explains how Khaotic and Erica Banks found out from Mama D about Diamond missing her period and claiming that she could be pregnant by Scrappy. Bambi looks like she's gonna throw up for real, but she tells Erica Mena that, to be honest, if he does have a baby on the way, she's happy for him. And in her confessional, Bambi says that if Diamond is pregnant, it's not a surprise to her, and says that she's been mentally preparing herself for the worst possible situation when it comes with Scrappy. Erica Mena tells Bambi that Scrappy did say that it wasn't true, but the tequila had her gone, so she was seeing two heads on one body. She was seeing Scrappy's and Safari's. And in her confessional, Bambi says that these men are only going to do what they want, and if this is what they want to do, then so be it. She says Scrappy wants to be for the streets, so she's going to let him get back out there for real. And then Bambi really wasn't trying to hear none of that shit Erica was telling her, and she says, thank you, but fuck them. And then they move on to the next scene. So it was Spice, and in her confessional, she says she's getting ready for her comeback performance, and it's a whole process, but she's so anxious to give her fans a good show. And then they ride over to the show, and Spice says she's very nervous about having Mita around. I mean, she's very nervous, but having Mita around with all her friends is how it was before she got sick, and this is the energy she needs to put on for her first show. And it's good to have Mita back by her side. And I don't know, Spice, I know that's your girl, but I'm still kind of side eyeing Mita a little bit. And again, no, they probably been through so much stuff that I don't know about, but this whole Carly thing in the DR is still not feeling right to me. I don't know. And then the audience is chanting Spice's name. They want her to come out. And in her confessional, Spice says that her fans have prayed, cried, and waited for her for months, so she owes it to them to give them a great show. And then Spice comes on stage and she does her thing. And in her confessional, she says she never thought she would be back on stage, and that a few months ago she was practicing how to talk again, but here she is, and that she's the one that overcame. And then I feel like Spice and her dancers did their thing for real, because she still did the thing with the one leg up in the air, and I was worried she wasn't even going to be able to do that from all the pictures and stuff about how bad her surgeries and stuff was, but she did her thing. And then in her confessional, Spice says it gives her joy to see all her friends who came, and that they put their differences aside and to just have fun. And then she ends her performance. And in her confessional, she says that now the show is over, she thinks everybody witnessed that she left no crumbs, and seeing her fans chant her name and sing her songs brought her back to where she came from and brought her back some memories of who she is and how she overcame, and that she's really the queen of dancehall. And I'm happy for Spice. You know, girl, do your thing. Oh God! And then we're with Yandy. Now, somebody tell me what season they decided to add Yandy and Mendices onto Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, because I know they was in New York, and I don't really know how they fit in Atlanta, but whatever. In her confessional, Yandy says that um, her and her family are there for the Yo for the Culture festival, and she's dressed in her Sunday brunch best. And she says a big part of who she is the service she does for her community, and that this festival is where she gives small businesses a place to sell their products and showcase their services. And Yandy says that they did their thing coming out to Atlanta, and she says that she's proud of them. Now, for those of you who watch my Love and Marriage Huntsville reviews, doesn't this sound like the Black Expo that Tisha was trying to do? Okay, whatever. Back to Love and Hip Hop. But Mendices tells Yandy that it's crazy how big the event has gotten, and Yandy says, yeah, they started off with five people, vendors or whatever, and now they're over 100. And then Mendices says that the past year has been great, you know, business is booming and all of that good stuff. And then he tells his family that he's going to be on a podcast with Shannon Sharp. And I've really been out of the loop for a very long time because I did not know how big Lil Mendices got. I remember he was a little teeter tie. That nigga taller than everybody. Shit. But continuing in his confessional, Medici says that whenever he does an interview, they glamorize his past of being a hustler, but says that he sees a lot of misguided young kids out there, and he's not afraid to talk to them and let them know that there's a better way. And then Little Mendices in the scene with telling Yandy and Big Mendices that he knows that his parents are proud of him and his siblings, but he's proud of them too. And my bad, y'all. That's outside if y'all hear that loud noise. But I was just gonna say that was a dry little scene, you know. I haven't seen Yandy since the Rage Room that they did, but okay, you know, to each his own. Now, oh Lord, we get to Amy Kardashian. I mean Amy Kardashian, since that's what she want to be called, basically. She's in the studio, and I'm sorry, I did not like the song that they played. I don't know what is going on. It sounds like Khaotic and Erica Banks are the only two that have decent sounding songs so far that they have previewed on this show. Um, yeah, so I don't really know what's going on with the music. But Erica Banks walks in, and she and Amy exchange pleasantries and all of that good stuff, and says that they haven't seen each other since South by Southwest. Erica Banks asks Amy what's new, and Amy says she asked Erica to be there because she sent her a record saying that, you know, her vibe would be cool on it. And Erica seemed to like it. And Erica says, yeah. But then Amy says that when she sent it to her, you know, Erica's response was kind of like, well, she's been doing features with other people or whatever. And Amy says she feels like, well, what did that have to do with her, like doing a song with her? And as she's saying this, Erica is taking off her glasses, like she's confused, like, why is there an issue about this? And then in her confessional, Amy says that she sent Erica a message about a song that she wanted her to get on. And now all of a sudden, Erica is super busy saying that she doesn't have time, and she's done all these sessions with other artists. And then Amy says that it's giving fake bitch energy to her and she doesn't like it. And what I'm sensing is that Erica might have been booed up with Khaotic, and Amy don't like it. That's what I sensed before I even finished the scene. And honestly, my senses was right because of what happened after. Amy tells Erica that she felt like her response was BS, and then Erica kind of laughs and says, "Girl, like, what are you talking about?" And Amy tells Erica that she felt like she was holding her nuts a little bit. And then in her confessional, Erica says that the only thing that's nuts right now is Amy's attitude. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought she was gonna say she'd been holding Chaotic's nuts. I'm sorry, I know it's a lot, but I thought that's what she was gonna say. But she said Amy's attitude is nuts, and you know, Amy is coming in on 10 behind the song that she doesn't have nothing to do, and Erica is like, Amy is acting like she don't really have much to do when she has her own career trying to release her own music and she just don't got time. Erica tells Amy that she did a session with Jock and that she has one set up with Khaotic, and Amy tells Erica that she's being real, she's just being real, and that she mentioned to Khaotic and that he said Erica is doing this song with him because Erica is his girlfriend and Amy is his girlfriend. And then Erica tells Amy that Khaotic is living a dream. These two, when it comes to Khaotic, is so messy and it just don't make no sense. To me, it feels like Khaotic is trying to use Erica to make Amy jealous since they've been friends so long. So they say, best friends. And now Amy is like, oh, nah, let me come snatch him up real quick because he's seeing all the attention he's giving to Erica. But you snooze, you lose, shorty. But in her confessional, Erica says, why are they talking about Khaotic when they were just talking about the song? So now she's starting to realize that Amy is upset that Khaotic keeps flirting with her, and that's supposedly supposed to be her man. And I'm like, yeah, obviously Amy is feeling some type of jealousy and is trying to hide it behind Erica Banks acting like she don't want to do a song with her. Amy says to Erica that speaking of Khaotic, like she didn't invite her there to talk about him this whole time. She says that when they were in Texas, somehow, some way, Erica's friend slid in a little kiss, and Erica asked Amy if she liked it. And Amy kind of stumbles over her words and was like, nah, not really. I can't really say if I liked it, yes or no. And Erica was like, nah, you liked it. And obviously she did. But then Amy says that she can't say if she did or she didn't, but Khaotic and her have been flirting back and forth for a long time, she says. And then Erica asks like if they be cuddling, and Amy says that they lay up. And then Erica asks Amy if she's seen Chaotic's peeing before. And Amy doesn't say yes, but she hints to a yeah. And then in her confessional, Amy says that she and Khaotic had some moments on FaceTime, and then it led to intimate moments like roses and oils on the bodies and shit. But they haven't gone all the way to third base. But she says she feels like when they get there, he might be able to handle her. And now it's just starting to get on my nerves. Like, did y'all get on this show to go back and forth being girlfriend and boyfriend? Is that what this is? Or y'all trying to figure out exactly what y'all are? Like, how long have y'all been friends? Are y'all on the Jessica White, Nick Cannon, we gonna be friends for 8 years and then I'm gonna drop you type shit? Is that what this is? Anyways, Erica says that to Amy that they be doing a lot and that's cool, but says that the difference between the two of them is that she don't really want Khaotic. And Amy says, okay, and then asks Erica, is she sure? And Erica says, yeah, she's positive. Lies, just all lies. And in her confessional, Erica Banks says, honestly, she has a little thing for Khaotic, but that's between her and him. And then Amy tells Erica that she's glad that they talked about it. Erica says she is too, and then they hug, and then that's it. And all I know is that these two girls better not be on this show fighting over Kodak Black Jr. I just know good and damn well they, please, Lord. He is not that cute. He funny and shit, but please, God, don't do it. Now we was Scrappy. And Khaotic is helping him move his things into Mama D's garage. And in his confessional, Scrappy says he's moving his stuff there while the mediation is going on because he doesn't have any storage to put his stuff in. And then Scrappy says he loves his mom, but it's not a comfortable life to live at her house with her popping in and out of nowhere and getting into his business. So he's going to leave his stuff there and let his mom have her house, and then he's just going to stay somewhere else. Maybe just go back to your wife so you can keep all your shit at one place and you can lay your head down at one place. Doesn't that sound like a good idea? Anyways, Mama D shows up and hugs Scrappy and says, oh, wow, to seeing all his shit there because he had a lot of stuff. But says, whatever he needs, he got it. And then in her confessional, Mama D says she's a little upset because Scrappy doesn't want to stay at her palace and he chooses to stay at a hotel. But as long as he's safe, she's good with that. So she's looking forward to cooking for her son and Khaotic, and says that it's a step up from where he came from and says, let's just say the Bam ain't no Chef Boyardee. Yo, what is Mama D's problem with Bambi? Why does she like this girl? Is it because Bam is tall? I'm sorry, y'all. That's the Dirt Bike Boys. Please pay it no mind. That's the Dirt Bike Boys outside. Anyways, Chaotic tries to fill up the awkwardness in the room and says that they are celebrating the independence of Scrappy. Like this nigga's a president or something. And then Mama D tells Chaotic that even though she never lost Scrappy, she feels like she got her son back. And she asks Chaotic what he's been up to. And Chaotic mentions how they were at South by Southwest and how they all performed and that it was really a movie, in between bites of his food and shit. And Mama D is just looking at him, and then she asked him, "Has he eaten today?" Because this nigga's like inhaling the food for real. And in her confessional, Mama D says that Chaotic is golfing the food up, and that he needs to find him a real woman, somebody he can walk down the aisle with and marry, because evidently nobody is feeding him. And she don't even know that his ass would drop Erica and Amy just to get a good home cooked meal. She don't even know. But Chaotic says, nah, he hasn't eaten, and he got a little embarrassed. And Scrappy asks Chaotic what's going on because he don't even understand nothing of what he's saying. And then Chaotic says that he's trying to tell Mama D about how Erica Mena was at South by Southwest carrying on all bad and shit, and saying that Scrappy this, Scrappy that, and says that Scrappy had to pull out some receipts, and then mocks Erica when she was yelling at Scrappy, telling him not to play with her. Because you know how she was. She said to Bambi that she was off the tequila, so she was seeing a few different heads. But I don't know. Maybe that was her stepmother shit popping out from them Tubi movies. Shout out Tubi. Anyways, Mama D says she'll remember the next time she sees Erica to tell her that her acting is good. And then this is when she shouts out the Tubi movie saying that Erica does a good job or whatever. And in her confessional, Mama D says that Erica needs to worry about her own relationship and says that that stepmother movie that she's in on Tubi should hire her instead so she can go ahead and take Erica out. And then Chaotic stated um says that more mess started going on, and that the good thing about it is that Scrappy is in great hands where he can be nurtured, and Mama D says, and safe. And all the while, Chaotic is doing this word vomit. Scrappy is looking at him because he already knows that he's about to say too much of something that he shouldn't. And then Chaotic says that nobody's going to talk down to Scrappy, and he doesn't have to deal with the verbal abuse anymore, and tells Scrappy that Diamond ain't going to do him like that with that baby. And then Mama D says, "What baby?" And Scrappy says, "Ain't no baby." And Chaotic says, "Well, the baby you told me about, Mama D." And then Scrappy's like, "What is y'all talking about? Like, what?" And then Mama D says that what she told Chaotic at the listening party was that Diamond came and told her that she was late, and Chaotic is nodding his head, agreeing with the story, and Scrappy is looking like a liar, saying, "Late for what? What she talking about? Because they ain't fucking." And Mama D says, "Well, she assumed that her period was late. That's why she said that." And Scrappy says, "How? Because they not fucking, so how can she be pregnant by him?" And Mama D puts her hands up and says that she don't know why Diamond said it then. And Chaotic tries to jump in and save Mama D and says that maybe Diamond said it to Mama D because maybe it was something to it. And Scrappy says, or maybe Diamond didn't really tell her that. And then Mama D pipes up and says, yes, but then she cuts herself off. And then in his confessional, Scrappy says that he doesn't know what his mom be on. It's like she be wanting to make people get pregnant by him, and he don't know why, because all the while Diamond's walking around with a flat stomach and nothing's going on, and says that she gotta chill because this is exactly what he said. He didn't put his Disney E in the Punai E for Diamond to get Prisnai E. Yo, what is his language? Look, Scrappy has the craziest facial expressions, but this nigga is hilarious, bruh. He cracks me up. But then Scrappy tells Chaotic and Mama D that he appreciates them coming together. And Mama D says he knows that she loves him and that she's sure Khaotic has a brotherly love for him, and Khaotic co-signs, and then Scrappy says, "But they are crazy." And then Mom D cuts him off and tells Scrappy that he looks like Ice Cube when he does his eyebrow like that. And Chaotic agrees with Mama D. And that was just their way of getting out of trouble for starting all that mess with Erica Mena, obviously. And that's probably something that Mama D been doing to Scrappy all his damn life. But anyways, now we're with Erica Banks, and she's in the studio with Jock, and he shows up with some drinks, and she's all excited and shit. And in her confessional, Erica says that her PR person is having a launch party, and says that it was like the hype hair event. She says since the hype hair event, um Jock has taken her under his wing and he's become a mentor, and says that they decided to do a song together for the new event coming up. And then they both get in a booth, and in his confessional, Jock says that he thinks Erica has potential to do something special, and says that because of that, it's grasped his interest in her, and says that she is misunderstood by a lot of people. And then they show a clip of this interviewer who I've definitely seen before, but I just can't put a name to her. She was asking Erica what was up with her and her close friends, saying that only bad bitches can chill with them or can sit with them at a certain place at the club. That they gotta look a certain way to be in her section. And then in his confessional, Jock continues to say that he thinks Erica needs a little mentorship, and who better than him, and says that, because he has a voice of Atlanta, he thinks that he can help her out. Erica tells Jock that he needs some advice because the other day he was chilling with Amy, and she mentioned Amy sending over the records, seeing if she liked it and all that stuff. And she had to tell Amy that it was cool, but she needs time to get her own stuff, because she has her own stuff going on. But says that Amy didn't like that, and she took offense, and said that Amy says that it felt like, when it got to her, she just didn't have time. Erica says that because she don't have time. And in his confessional, Jock says that Erica has a right to feel how she feels, but she doesn't think that he says he doesn't think she takes into account how other people feels from the way she's moving. Jock tells Erica that from how she just explained the situation, it sounded like she wasn't going to entertain Amy's song at all. And Erica says, well, maybe that's why Amy didn't respond, because she tried to then blame it on Khaotic as to why she felt a way about it, and how Amy said she spoke to him about the situation. And he's like, well, yeah, that's weird. And then Erica tells Jock that another thing Amy kept bringing up was about her and Khaotic flirting, and says that she knows that they are best friends, but that they had a ruffling of the feathers, and that she had to let Amy know the real. But you didn't let her know, because you straight said in your confessional that whatever is between you and Khaotic is between you and Khaotic. When you had the opportunity to tell Amy that, yeah, I'm feeling him too. And I get it. It's like, well, I don't want this bitch knowing all my business, because then it would get real tense. But later on, it's going to get even worse, because at that reunion, when Amy see this shit, she going to be like, well, why you ain't just tell me? But we're months away from the reunion. So let me not, jump ahead of myself. But Erica tells Jock that she just needs to take on like a she just don't give a fuck type of approach. And that's why she brought it up, because she wanted to know what he thought about this. And then Jock says that he wasn't there, but people can take her wrong sometimes, because she has a very direct approach, and it's just true to who she is, and her tact sometimes is a little off. And then in his confessional, Jock says sometimes artists have this mentality that, they did it on their own and that they don't need nobody. And that's not true at all. And that artists should always keep that in the back of their mind, because you never know, Amy Luciani might be the next big thing come tomorrow. So, you just don't want to burn bridges when it's unnecessary. But let me just say this, because Erica Banks seems to have a lot of issues with these other women rappers, like including Rennie Rucci. And again, we don't know exactly all that happened with that, but it seems to be about a dude when it comes to Amy and when it comes to Rennie. So I'm not saying that Erica's doing anything wrong, but these niggas is shiesty. I don't understand. Okay, but now we're with Erica Mena, and she says in her confessional after telling Bam about Mama D lying, she decided to check on her and to see how she was. And then Erica walks in to see Bam and Sierra and the kids. Now, I'm just going to let y'all know right now, Sierra pissed me off this episode. So if I get a little heated, that is all directed towards her. I'm sorry, but it felt like she was projecting a lot of that shit she's going through with Eric onto Bam and Scrappy, and it really really pissed me off this episode, so just keep in mind. But Erica tells Bambi and Sierra that she's missing, so much of their lives, and both Bambi and Sierra says that it's a lot of shit going on. Hold up and read this comment. Hey Haven, she says her friends in Bam business become Bam talk to them about everything, and Sierra worried about Scrappy. That's what I'm saying, and that's exactly what Scrappy said at the end of the episode. He's like, well, Bam telling everybody all this shit, this is the reason why, they coming to him about certain stuff. Sierra, Heaven also says Sierra out here acting like a man instead of a lady, addressing the next woman man and your man gone. Mind your girl. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, I don't know what's going on with Sierra. Like, she really married Eric in a haste, bro. Like, I don't know what it is, but I feel like all of that regret is on her, and she's pissed, and she taking it out on everybody. But back to the review real quick. Bambi tells Erica how she just got done with the mediation, and here goes Sierra again cutting in, talking about some girl, just hurry up and get to the part of what he's trying to do. And Bambi tells Erica that Scrappy agreed to pay half for the child care for the kids, and that's it. And Erica is like, so he's not trying to pay child support. And Bambi says, nah. And Erica rolls her eyes and says that she went through that too. And Sierra tells Bam that she needs to take him to court. And y'all all know what the fuck that means. But Bambi tells them that Scrappy says he doesn't make any money. And in her confessional, Bam says that the mediation stuff is draining and that they didn't come to any agreement during the mediation, so they have to go to trial now. Erica tells them that these dudes put you through the ringer and that it drains you because obviously the thought of being away from your kids for any moment of time is a lot. Bambi says that Scrappy knows that and says that he is the reason they are in this position. So why would he try to take her kids from her? And she says that she didn't do anything to him and he's really trying to do this and that she just doesn't understand it at all. Erica tells Bambi that she's never going to understand it. In her confessional, Erica says that she feels for Bam because she knows how strong she is, but she knows that she has her breakdown moments, which is something a lot of them don't really get to see, especially as her friends. And she wants to remind her not to stress, to overstress like she did. And as much as these dudes are in court claiming that they want all this time with their kids, they really don't. Yeah, girl, because Safari had you so stressed the fuck out, you look like you was strung out. That's how bad it was. So, Bam got to get her own stuff out, but it's not the same situation as you and Safari. And with Sierra, Bam's situation is not the same as her and Eric's. So I get it. It's like, woman unity, they trying to be together and all that stuff, but y'all situations are not the same as Scrappy and Bambi. So stop projecting y'all shit because it's only gonna make it worse for both parties. But Bambi tells them as she's crying that she isn't about to be fighting back and forth with Scrappy because that's what he wants and that he loves that toxic shit and that he can't thrive in any peaceful environment. And when she said that, bro, I had to do some research and check to see what Scrappy's zodiac sign is because it sounded a lot like Cancers, that they love that toxic environment shit. But when I searched it, it seems that he is a Capricorn, which makes just as much sense. And I think they said Bambi is a Pisces, so yeah, whatever. But Sierra co-signs with Bam, saying that Scrappy can't take it, and then Bambi says that Scrappy needs drama and conflict to thrive, and Sierra says that that's all he knows, and that's what he grew up around, and what his whole environment was about with Mama D. And then Bambi says on top of that, Erica Mena FaceTimed her the other day to say that Diamond is pregnant by Scrappy and that Mama D is the one spreading the rumor. Sierra's like, oh my gosh, what the fuck, Mama D? And then Bam says, listen, if it's true, then she thinks that it would make her life better. And Erica says, "You think?" Because that was some backward shit for her to say, honestly, because no wife or ex-wife or soon-to-be ex-wife would ever say no shit like that, right? But Bambi tells her, yeah, because Scrappy would be away from her. Girl, he away from you now. He's away from you now. Hey, paralegal perspective. Um, and then Sierra tells Bam that Scrappy is a piece of shit and Safari is a piece of shit and Eric is definitely a piece of shit. And then Bambi starts to laugh. You see what I'm talking about? Who said anything about Eric? No fucking body. Nobody mentioned Eric except for Sierra because she hate that man and he's in her house and now she got to sneak the move out and all kind of extra shit. That is her fault for marrying him in haste. Um, but then in her confessional, Sierra says that the news about Donnie being pregnant is a bit surprising, but not really because nothing is surprising when it comes to these guys. And tells Scrappy to at least get done with his divorce first before he start planting babies in people. Allegedly, I guess. Um, Sierra then tells Bambi that Chad is one of her publicists, and Atlanta is so fucking small because isn't that the same person that Erica said was her publicist? Okay, I can't. I feel like y'all can't breathe in Atlanta. That's why the air ain't going up to y'all head because y'all all sharing the same air, and there's too many fucking people down there, and y'all just don't know what to do. But anyways, Sierra says that he's having a party tonight and she knows that Scrappy will be there because Jock is performing. Bambi says that that's cool and all, but for Sierra and Erica to not be doing no buddy buddy shit with Scrappy or taking shots and stuff. And Erica says that she'll be on her good behavior and that, Bambi got her word and that she even unfollowed Scrappy and all of that stuff. And then in her confessional, Bambi says that Scrappy and Erica did have a friendship before she and Erica even met, but right now she needs her friend to stand with her. It says that she's sorry, but that they're gonna have to pick a side. And I feel like that's fucked up. And look, I know it's like women allegiance, let's all get together, but y'all doing a a bitter baby mama club at this point. That's what it sounded like. Like y'all all mad at these niggas, so y'all all just want to come together and light up the torches and the pitchforks and just go on a march to get all these niggas down. But again, these issues are not Erica or Sierra's. These are Bambi's. And it's like sometimes they project the stuff that Erica went through with Safari and the stuff that Sierra's going through with Eric. They're projecting that onto Bam and making her think certain things and feel certain way. And I don't know. I just don't like that. I get it. They've all been hurt by these niggas. Then get off the show so you can maybe find somebody who's not famous and stupid, and y'all only worried about the peen. Okay. But next we're with Erica Mena, and she's arriving at the event and stuff. And then her confessional, Erica Banks says that she's on the red carpet and she's feeling like a superstar and she can't wait to perform. And then in his confessional, Jock says that he's a little nervous because he knows that they are going to perform their song tonight and it's not mixed or mastered. And I was just thinking, so why are y'all performing it then? Like, are y'all trying to rush the shit? Like, I don't get it. But anyways, in his confessional, Scrappy says that he came to the event with his mom, but he has something on his heart thinking about all the mediation stuff that just happened and how things just aren't going right. And then Erica Banks and Khaotic are kikiing and flirting and shit. And all while Jock and his wife are sitting right there. And then Khaotic tells Erica that she looks like a syrup sandwich. I feel like they like this corny little boy because of his corny little pickup lines. And yes, it's funny sometimes, but no, please God, not Kodak Black Jr. the clone. They didn't clone Tyrone, but they cloned Kodak. Okay. Um, and then Erica's like, that's a lot of pounds, that's a lot of calories, or some stupid shit. And then he tells Erica that he does love her though, and she's like, "Do you really?" And then in her confessional, Erica says that she has a bone to pick with Khaotic because what the hell is going on with Amy in this situation? Because how is he going to be kissing on other bitches when he's trying to pursue her? because these niggas is dogs, and she need to be out here trying to pursue other people too. Because don't wait for him. Because as soon as you're not talking to him, he gonna be over there with Amy or somebody else. So you go find you somebody else to talk to. Don't be waiting for that nigga. And that goes the same for Amy Kardashian as well. But then Erica tells Khaotic that Amy hit her up to do a song and says that she told her that Khaotic was pressing on her, and um says that they are, basically fucking and all that stuff, and that that's her man, and even though they best friends. And then Erica says that Amy says that he be at her house and that they be taking naps and shit together, and says that she don't do that with her best friends, so that they are on a different type of yeah. And then in his confessional, Khaotic says that he can tell Erica is catching real feelings for him because she wouldn't be trying to check him about another woman if she wasn't feeling him. And he says right now he's single and he's ready to mingle, so may the best woman win. Now, both of these ladies were cool somewhat, when they first got on the show. And now it's like he's really trying to make them fight each other for him. Please, Lord. I'm not a feminist or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with women, especially black, well, most black women, but this is setting all of that back. Please don't fight over this nigga at all. Like, don't throw no drink. Don't call each other bitches. Please, not over him. But Erica tells Khaotic repeatedly that, are he and Amy taking naps together? Like, what's really good? And Khaotic lies and says, no, not in an intimate way. He had just fell asleep and he was just fumbling at the mouth real bad. And in his confessional, Jock says that he doesn't really know a lot of platonic friends who are taking naps together. Exactly. And then Yandy and Mendici show up, and she says she's gonna go say hey to Mama D. And then she asks Mama D and Scrappy how they both been doing. And Mama D says she's been cool. Scrappy says he's been blessed. He's just going through this divorce stuff. And Yandy tells him that she didn't really believe it when she first heard it, but Scrappy says, yeah, this shit for real. And then in her confessional, Yandy says Mama D told them in the past that Scrap and Bam were thinking about getting a divorce, but she didn't believe her. And she says that she's shocked to hear it from Scrappy and says it's super unfortunate. Yandy then asks Scrappy if he really feels like he did everything he could do to fix it. And of course, because he sees no blame on himself in the situation at all, he says, yeah, he's been doing for her since he met her on the love tip. And then they show Sierra and Erica Mena walking in all black. And I already knew they was on some demon time shit because they was wearing all black. I wish they would have showed us what their shoes looked like, because I'm pretty sure they had on sneakers like they was ready to fight for real. But Scrappy says that he just didn't feel appreciated and he got tired of that shit, and says he already told all of them that before for years. And then Mama D jumps in and tells Yandy that it's the consistency and that she has something to do with their broken marriage, but says that she doesn't, like she don't be doing anything. And then Scrappy tells Mendices he's always on the defense, and Mendices says that the devil is constantly working. In his confessional, Scrappy says he just wanted to come to the event and chill, and says that he's feeling how he's feeling and he's just not looking to have any extra conversations. And he must have been crying all damn day after that mediation, because he didn't take them shades off until he started arguing with Erica. And then Chad, the publicist, announces Jock and Erica, and then they perform their song. And in her confessional, Rennie Rucci says, when she walked in, Erica Banks and Jock were performing, and she says even though she and Erica aren't the best of friends, she says the song is a vibe, so she gonna get a little drink and do what she gotta do. In her confessional, Erica Banks says she and Jock are doing their song, and it's a little island vibe, and everybody is swaying. And she sees that everybody is dancing, and she's like, "Wow, y'all really like it for real." And then they show Khaotic and Erica Banks all booed up and shit. And then Deb, y'all know who Deb is, Waka Flocka's mom and manager, momager. She starts trying to talk to Scrappy, but he's bringing over a drink for Erica Mena. And Erica Mena says, "Oh, that's so nice of you." My bad, that was my phone. And She said that was so nice of him, and Scrappy says that he's always done nice stuff like that for her ever since she's known him. And in his confessional, Scrappy says at first he came in with pain in his chest, but he feels the atmosphere, the love and the respect and all of that stuff from all the people. So he's getting everybody a shot to drink to, the happiness. And I thought you ain't had no money, Scrap. How you buying shots and shit, but you ain't got no money and you're not trying to pay child support? So where you getting this money for the shots? Where's the money coming from the shots, Scrap? I thought you ain't had no money. But then Erica Mena tells Deb that Scrappy got her in a tough situation because she has faith in stuff that she wants him to have faith in, and Scrappy was like, ain't no faith, what you talking about? And in her confessional, Erica says she knows Bam told her not to bro it up with Scrappy, but says that at the same time, these men do shit and don't take accountability for the stuff that they do. Again, she's saying men like she's still on the safari stuff. And my thing is I get that women sometimes project and put their own feelings of stuff that they've gone through on the people. And I'm even realizing that sometimes when I talk, I do the same thing. So I'm trying not to do that because I don't want anyone's vision or view to be jaded of someone that they're trying to talk to or whatever because of the things that I have been through. So again, it's like you kind of just want them to go through it on their own, but sometimes you can't help but be like, well, girl, I know because I done been through it too. Because it's like you don't want that person to feel alone, but again, you don't want to jade their experience. But then Erica Mena asked Deb, why don't these men in this generation ride for their wives the way they are supposed to? And Scrappy says that he rode for Bam. And both Mama D and Deb are looking at Erica Mena like stop before shit really gets started. But Erica asked Scrappy, is that why he doesn't want to pay child support? And you already know that set that nigga off. Scrappy tells Erica, like, wow, for real? Okay, well, then she can leave, like, get out his face then. And then Deb tells Scrappy that it hurts her heart that he and Bam aren't together. And then Scrappy tells Erica that he doesn't like that shit and says that Bam ain't gonna air him out and that he has the bank statements. This nigga tried to pull out his phone, bruh. I want to see his statements because Bam is saying that you ain't got no fucking money. You wasn't paying half for your rent. You're not trying to pay for the kids at all, just for their childcare. So where is the bank statements, Scrap? You buying shots for everybody in the club because you feeling good now, shades off, but where is the bank statements? Where's the money for the kids? But then in his confessional, Scrappy says the reason he's acting like this with Erica is because he's told her if she ever felt any way to keep it with him and Bam and to talk to him about it or talk to Bam about it, about their whole situation, but says he told Erica not to bring up his kids ever. And then Deb asked Scrappy, why is he putting everybody in his business right now? And he says because Bam did it and that she told all her friends and now they're out there spreading all this shit. Then Erica stands up on the couch and says, Bam talked? Well, what about your mother? And then Mama D jumps in and says, she ain't say shit. And then Scrappy points at Erica and says, you talking about my mom? Look, you know this nigga don't play about his mom. He cannot like her all he want, but he don't play about nobody else talking about his mom. And that's something that I respect, period. And then he tells Erica that he knows stuff about her too, so don't do that. And then Scrappy hops up on the couch too, getting in her face, getting in Erica's face, and stands up and says, well, well, what about your son? What about your son? And Erica says, well, what about my son? What about him, y'all? For real. I want to know where this little boy is. Why have we never seen him? What's up with that? Because I know there's been stories and speculation all these years, but now that Scrap and Erica was supposed to be best friends, where is this son? Somebody let me know. Um, but then Erica in her confessional says that that's typical bad bitch Scrappy fashion. That's exactly what she said. She said he wants to go low and bring up her child to deflect on his disgusting decisions. And then security is trying to calm Scrappy down and calm Scrappy and Mama D down because they both getting hood and shit. And Erica tells Scrappy that he's whack for what he's doing, and then somebody gets her off the couch. Scrappy tells Erica that she's trying to come at him about his kids, and she knows that he got some shit on her. And then of course at this point everybody is looking around to see what the fuck going on. And then here comes Sierra's Perry the Platypus licking lips ass. Says, well, what the fuck's wrong with Scrappy? You know, what's going on? And then she walks up to him, and then they both get into it. And Scrappy tells Sierra that Erica is trying to say something about his kids. And then Sierra tells him that he knows when he's doing wrong. And Scrappy says that he's not wrong about his kids. And then Sierra tells him that he's wrong about Bam, and that he got to calm the fuck down. And then Mama D tells Jock or whomever it is listening, yo, this was the kicker of the episode. Mama D tells Jock or whoever was listening that Bam does witchcraft, in case people didn't know. And then Jock looking like, what? For real? Witchcraft? Where the fuck that come from? And then in her confessional, Mama D says that her son must be on some kind under some kind of spell lately, and that Bam has been doing some witchcraft, and that she guessed that she been peeing in Scrappy's drinks and putting period blood in his food. Lord, Mama D, she not doing no witchcraft, but like, why? What is her beef with Bam? For real, why don't she like this girl? Is it because Bam is tall and big? Is that what it is? Because Bam not an ugly girl, but why are you saying this girl doing witchcraft? Because Scrappy has always acted a fool like this, so it's not on her. Um, but then once they all get outside, Khaotic tells Scrappy that he has to relax and calm the fuck down. And Scrappy asks, what is he doing as a man if he lets a woman run over him like that, and says he's not going to do that shit. And in his confessional, Khaotic says that everything is turning into an uproar, and that it's supposed to be fun, and that they messing up his whole vibe with Erica because he's trying to slide in with her tonight. Because you're trying to keep her on your good side for right now, get you a little something something because you know that she mad at you about this whole Amy shit. And then the next scene we see with you and Amy, y'all gonna be booed up together. Nigga, this is just clear love and hip hop, period. And then Sierra tells Mama D that she loves her, but she be the one that be starting all this stuff. And I guess Scrappy hears Sierra talking to his mom, so he rushes over to see what's up. And then Sierra again tells Mama D she loves her, but she be starting all the BS. And then Scrappy tells Mama D it's okay, to just leave it alone. And then Sierra tells him no, it's not, and that he has a woman who really loves him. And Scrappy says no, they don't see how Bam talks to him, and that she ain't been there the whole time. Sierra says that she has been there and tells Scrappy that Mama D said that Diamond is pregnant. And in his confessional, Scrappy says that he's tired of all the rumors and it's getting on his nerves because people who aren't even in your life won't listen to your side talking about their friends and don't even know the whole story, and that it's just all one-sided. And then Sierra points at Scrappy and tells him that he needs to go get some healing. And Scrappy tells her that he already is. And then Sierra says that she wishes her friend had the balls like her, and says that this is what Scrappy does, get all big and bad and loud and shit. And then Scrappy tells everybody to let it go because she's not even his bitch, so he don't have to argue with her. And then Sierra turns around and says, bitch. And then that's when the episode ends. Look, look. I know Sierra is ride or die Bam. I know Erica is ride or die Bam. But did you notice that after Scrap said what he said to Erica about her son, she stopped talking. She shut the fuck up. Because this is not y'all fight. I know y'all trying to support your friend Bam, but you're only burning bridges and making the shit so much worse. And like I said with Sierra, all of this energy that she got for Scrap, that's all for Eric. She just mad at that nigga. That's all it is. So I don't know, y'all. I know I've been behind with the reviews, and I'm gonna catch back up. I'm gonna try and get the episode 7 out maybe like in the next few days. But thank you for coming into this live and watching it with me and listening to me and giving your views. I really appreciate it, y'all. And make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you.